Live to Angeline. Ganda ng view. Wow, beautiful. Shout out to all. Mega Nicolap shout out. Sabi. Good morning. Ganda ng view. Thanks, Kapin Mais. Thanks for visit. Good morning. Good morning. Ganda ng clouds. Thanks for visiting. Are you okay there, Angeline?
Of course she is.
May kahati pala ako.
Why?
Puso mo. Ako.
Joseph,
Yes.
Irish used to make me laugh
Why?
because she'd be in our house with Anthony. Mum would say, Joseph, can you do this? And then you'd go, why? Why?
Why?
And then Irish would go, why, Delilah?
What?
It was very funny.
I don't remember.
My,
What's that?
my, Delilah.
What's that?
There's a song, Tom Jones sings it. It's called Delilah. And the song goes, why, Delilah? Why, Delilah? So when you used to go, Mum used to say, Joseph, can you have a glass of water? And you'd go, why? And then Irish would go, why, Delilah? It was very funny.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yes, ma'am? Are you okay there, ma'am? We're going to the Pluto.
Pluto in the sky?
Pluto in the sky.
We have wings and
Iti,
rockets.
iti go home.
Why, Delilah? Why, Delilah? Forgive me, Delilah, I just could not take it.
Who's that?
Why, Delilah?
Who's that? Delilah?
Have you heard of Samson?
Who's that?
Well, Samson is,
Very good guy.
well, yes, he was like in Roman times, and I think even before. And he had a a lover called Delilah. Now, Samson, when his hair grew long, he became stronger. Okay?
Yes.
He was very strong. He could fight tigers. Really strong guy. Now he fell in love with Delilah. But I think, like man and woman, sometimes they fall out. So while he was asleep, she drugged him with some wine, and he fell asleep. And then she cut his hair, so he lost all his strength. And they put him in prison. But at the end of the film, the people who did this forget his hair's growing longer again. And they're having a party in a temple. And Samson is like the guest, but only to be made a fool of. They're laughing at him. So he's high blood. And the temple has two big, like, stone columns that's holding everything up in position. And he gets his arms and he starts to push them. And the people are laughing. You've got no strength now. And he's high blood and his hair's grown longer. Then he's pushing, and then they slowly start moving these columns. When they see it, oh no, he's moving the column, stop it. But he's too late. He pushes the column and it falls over, and all the temple starts collapsing, all the big stones, the statues, it kills all the people.
Is that a movie?
Yeah. But it's a very old movie though, but it's good. I like it. I've not seen it for
40 years?
maybe longer, maybe 50 years. Pardon? Samson. But it was Delilah who was the wicked woman. So why?
Is it a true story?
No,
The-
I don't think so,
That's
Joseph.
myth. Myth. Roman myth.
Pardon?
About the story of the mermaid.
She got
The
that.
story of the mermaid.
Yeah, why she's got a
I'll tell you.
tail.
Because the fish fell in love with her.
The shokoi.
Yes, she was. Her father was a fisherman, and he caught this big fish like a barracuda, and it was still alive. And he's just about to put it in the frying pan, and he saw the fisherman's daughter. He said, "Oh, I don't want to die. I have a wife in the sea and many children. I don't want to die." And the girl says, "Oh, Father, we cannot kill this gentle creature." His father said, "No way, I'm hungry. And I want fish and chips tonight for my dinner. I'm going to kill him." And the fish said to the girl, "Oh, please save me, and I will make you the princess of the ocean, and you will live forever." So she said, "Father, I'm going to disobey you. I'm going to take this gentle fish back to the ocean." And she picked him up and ran out to the ocean, and her father's chasing her, and the fish. He said, "Come back. I want my fish and chips tonight." But too late. The girl, she gets to the ocean and she releases the big fish, and he swims, but then he comes back for her. And she rides on his bike. And then she became a mermaid.
Then she commit war crimes.
She committed war crimes.
Yes.
Your brother is weird, Angelique. Do you know?
What does that mean again?
What war crimes? It means if there's a war crimes are unforgivable. Like, if you capture prisoners, you must keep them as prisoners. You do not kill them. So if you kill the prisoners, it's a war crime. And if you kill children, that's a war crime, and women. You understand? So Joseph is loco. He said the nice mermaid is going to commit war crimes. He's weird, Angela.
It's a true story. She commit war.
No, the mermaid is a true story. You don't know?
Why they got the 7 dwarfs in Snow White? 7, why is...
Snow White and 7 dwarfs. Because she was always a horny sugar. She had many children.
Gago.
They don't understand. Huh?
Then she
You try your behave.
Mum's had love with Dad now.
The story of the about the Beauty and the Beast.
Do you know that one, Joseph?
that's boring.
Beauty and the Beast.
And what about Sleeping Beauty?
Oh, Sleeping Beauty.
Do you know that one, Angeline?
I like that story, Sleeping Beauty.
Angeline. Is Angeline asleep? No! Oh, she's a little kitten now. Do you know the story of Sleeping Beauty?
Hello, Ma'am Angeline.
Okay, if I can remember it. Right, there was a beautiful queen,
Commit war
and
crimes.
she lived in a castle in the top of the mountains, and she was very beautiful. Everybody said how beautiful the queen was, and she had a magic mirror, and every night before she went to bed in her bedroom, she'd say to the mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the most beautiful of all?" And the mirror would reply, "Why, you are, my majesty. You are the most beautiful woman in the whole of the kingdom." And this went on and on. But inside the palace, there was the queen's tailor who made all her clothes. And he had a little daughter, and she was beautiful. And when she was getting older, she was getting more and more beautiful. And then the queen, for years and years, she'd been the most beautiful. But then she said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the most beautiful of them all?"
Me.
And the mirror replied, "Why, your majesty, it is not you anymore. There's a beautiful girl who works for the tailor. She's the most beautiful of all." And the queen was high blood. What? What? No one must be more beautiful than me. Where is she? So the mirror tells her where the beautiful girl lives. So the queen, she disguised herself as an old woman, and she went to the tailor's house where the little girl was, or the beautiful young girl, and she saw the girl and she started talking to her, saying, "Oh, how beautiful you are. What is your name?" And they were talking, and the girl thought she was very friendly. And she said, and the old woman, who is really the queen, said, "Here, have this beautiful apple." And it was the most beautiful apple she'd ever seen. It was bright red, shiny, it smelt wonderful. She took a bite and fell into a deep sleep. And the queen then, she takes off the old woman's clothes and she's laughing. She said, "Take this girl and put her in my tallest tower in the castle," which they did. They locked her in the room. And so then the queen went to the mirror that night. "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the most beautiful of us all?" And the mirror replied, "Well, you are my queen." So now the summer gone, the winter, the spring comes, the spring goes, a new summer, and the summer disappears year after year after year. And then 100 years has passed. And the queen is still the most beautiful of them all. So, but the girl, she's still in the tower, fast asleep. So, anyway, a prince, a handsome prince, come riding through the kingdom, and he talks to the queen. He said, "My miss, you are beautiful." She says, "Yes, I know. Do you want to marry me?" He says, "No, ma'am, I don't." And she's high blood with him. She said, "For this, I'm going to put you in my tallest tower, in my castle, for being so insolent,
What is it?
rude," and he upset her because he didn't want to marry the queen. So she put him in the same tower as Sleeping Beauty. And so when the prince is in the tower, he sees Sleeping Beauty. He says, "Oh my goodness, she's beautiful. But she's asleep all the time." He said, "Well, she won't mind. I'm just going to give her a kiss. She won't know I've kissed her. She won't know I've kissed her." So he kissed her. The prince kissed Sleeping Beauty, lips to lips. And then she woke up. "Oh, I've been asleep for so long. Oh, handsome prince, thank you for waking me up." And the prince says, "Whoa, how long have you been asleep?" She said, 100 years. The wicked queen put a spell on me. And the prince said, "Well, we'll see about that." And he had his sword, but he couldn't do anything because he couldn't get out of the tower. But that night the queen went to the mirror again. She said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the most beautiful of us all?" And the mirror replied, "Not you, my queen. It is Sleeping Beauty. She is alive, and she's the most beautiful of all." And the queen is high blood. She picks up her sword I'm going to kill Snow White. Not Snow, I'm going to kill Sleeping Beauty. So she ran up the stairs and into the tower, and she was just about to strike Sleeping Beauty when the prince, he stopped her with his sword, said, "No, Queen, you must leave her alone." And then the Queen, she's high blood, she's fighting with the prince, and she wounds the prince in his arm, and she's just about to stab him through the heart with her sword. And Sleeping Beauty, she picked up a sword and she stabbed the wicked queen through the heart. So Sleeping Beauty and the handsome prince, they lived happily ever after, forever. Is that good, Angeline?
Or Daddy.
Is Angeline asleep?
Yes. No.
Well,
Did you know the lonely night?
pardon?
The lonely.
I'm not telling any more fairy tales, unless you want to hear about Jack and the Beanstalk.
No, the lonely.
Yeah, I like the Jack and the Beanstalk.
Oh, the funny story.
Oh, this is a funny one. Oh, look, this is a long time ago,
No, wala dito.
but I have to. This is a funny story. The proper name is Jack and the Beanstalk, but I'm going to call it Joseph and the Beanstalk.
What?
Joseph and the Beanstalk. A long time ago, there was a farmer and his wife, and they had a son, and his proper name was Jack, but I'm going to call him Joseph.
Then he commit war crimes.
And so anyway, now Joseph, he was a very nice lad, but he was very forgetful. His mum would say, "Joseph, can you do this for me?" And he, huh? Huh? Huh?
Then he commit war crimes.
And so anyway, she said to Joseph, "Look, Joseph, your father's ill today. He cannot go into town to sell the chicken. This is our favourite chicken. We need the money. So you must go, sell the chicken, and bring the money back, okay?" So anyway, Joseph, he's got the chicken under his arm, and he goes into town, to the market, to sell the chicken. But then this guy sees Joseph walking with a fat chicken under his arm, and thinks, "Oh my God, I want that for my dinner tonight." So he runs after Joseph. "Hey Joseph, where are you going with that chicken?" He said, "I'm going to sell it at the market." He said, "Well look, can I buy it off you?" He said, "For how much?" He says, "Well, I don't have any money, only these magic beans." And the guy's laughing. "Ha, ha, ha. They're just ordinary beans, but I'm going to tell him they're magic." So anyway,
Shout
Jo-
out to all. Thanks, bro.
so Joseph says, "No, I must not sell the chicken for beans. My mum will be
Yes.
high blood." Are you listening to my story?
Yeah.
Come on.
So then Joseph, "No, I must not sell them. My mum will be high blood." Pardon?
Mommy, look at me.
Yeah, okay.
Come on.
Wow. Oh.
So right. So
Where's Angeline? Is there?
I'm not telling the story.
Okay. You're listening. And then,
So then the guy is laughing. "Aha, they're not magic beans." But he's saying, "Joseph, you give me the chicken, these magic beans." So Joseph says, "Okay." So Joseph sells the chicken for 6 magic beans, which aren't really magic beans. And when he gets home, his mum is so high blood. Joseph, I'm going to kick your butt. Come here. He kicks Joseph's butt, sends him to bed, and she threw the beans out of the window into the garden. Now Joseph, he's crying in bed. Oh, why am I so stupid? I'm always calling Dad Porky Pig, and now I'm in trouble. Mum says I'm stupid because I sold the chicken for some beans. Well, anyway, they wake up next morning and Mum says, Joseph, oh my God, look, I threw the beans there last night and look what's happened. Well, there's a beanstalk and it's as wide as a cartwheel, and the plant is going through the clouds. It's so high. And Josie said, wow, this is unbelievable. He said, I'm going to climb up there. Mum said, well, be careful. So anyway, Joseph climbs up the beanstalk through the clouds, and eventually he's looking down at the earth and his mummy's house. Oh, it's like a little, the size of a button. It's so high up. Then he carries on further through another cloud, and then he comes to land. There's land, and the beanstalk stops there. Oh wow, there's land. I'm gonna go. So he's walking a long way, then he sees a castle. And inside the castle there's a giant, a big giant. And he's chicken also. But this chicken is laying, the eggs are gold, solid gold. And Joseph thinks, oh my goodness, if I can steal this chicken and get it back from Mum and Dad, we're going to be rich forever. So anyway, that night, when the giant's asleep, plates all there. You got my wallet, sugar?
To be continued.
To be continued. Why?
Nearly there now.
Why? Where's my mask?
Yeah. Oops, it's moving.
Hmm? Where have I put the chicken?
Oh no. Why? Comment. War crimes. English comment.
Like that, Kuya Joseph van.
Yes,
You want?
No, Joseph, we want a car.
Why?
Why?
What is matter?
Huh?
What is matter? Because it's
We are in 30 minutes now.
Who's going to class first?
me.
Right. Who's going second?
As in.
Me, Angeline Joseph, Angeline Joseph.
Daddy. I not touch the TV.
Should be careful as well.
Yeah. One thing.
Oh, shit. Have you got two sugar?
No.
250. Thank you.
We're going to the Momo area now. Momo area.
And then the Jack commanded.
So, shall I continue with Joseph and the beanstalk?
Yes.
So that night, when the giant king goes to bed in his castle, Joseph sneaks up on the chicken and he grabs him and he puts him in a sack. But the giant, he wakes up and he's smelling. He says, I smell something. And he's walking around. He's saying, fee, fi, fo, thumb. I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be him alive, be him dead. I'm gonna grind his bones and make my bread. Now Joseph is, oh my God, I'm really scared. Oh, I wish I was home with Mum. And the giant is walking round and he keeps repeating, fee, fi, fo, fum. So Jake, he thinks, there's only one thing I can do. I'm gonna have to run back to the beanstalk. So he's got the chicken that lays the golden eggs under his arm, and he's running like the wind. And the giant sees him, and he's chasing him. And the giant is getting closer and closer towards him. And Jack gets to the beanstalk. He gets there first. He gets there first, and he's climbing down as fast as he can. And he gets to the bottom. He said, Dad, give me the eggs. Why? He said, just give me the eggs. And then Joseph, he's chopping the beanstalk. And the giant is getting closer and closer. And just at the right time, the final stroke of the axe, it topples the beanstalk, and the beanstalk falls, and the giant falls with it. And you hear, oh, splat, and the giant is dead. So Jack now, he says, look Mum, look Dad, I'm not silly, they were baked beans, and look what I've got. And and he showed his Mum and Dad the chicken. They said, well why, it's just a chicken. He said, well you wait while morning and you go and get one of the eggs. And just then the chicken laid an egg because it was morning, and the egg was gold.
Mega love shout out, Kalinga.
Okay?
And then he buy a army.
Yeah, and then they live happily ever after.
And then he
Ay,
buy
hello,
a
Kalinga.
army and then he comment war crimes. Celebrity after.
Well, Angeline liked that story, didn't you, Angel?
What?
Well, how about you telling me a story?
Me, Angeling. I know.
Thanks sa pag-visit, Kalinga.
I will tell you a story.
Another story about the
I know a story.
the
I know
Tom
a
and
story.
Jerry.
No, me, I am
Okay.
Three Little Pigs.
Three Little Pigs.
Pigs. There is a three pigs. Peter, Trisla, and Azim. And there is a
Boring story, Joseph.
and then Porky Pig. Got
Oh,
You listen.
Porky Pigs again. Always Porky Pigs.
Picture you listen.
Oh,
Porky Pig and an eat pig. Got yummy.
yeah. So where wolf? It's supposed to be a wolf in the story, and he's going to huff and puff and blow the house down.
Yes.
Angeline, that was the worst story ever. You didn't listen. Well, yeah, don't blame you, Angeline. I'm not going to listen next time. Josie tells a story.
That's my story, Kuya Joseph. I love it.
Mommy likes your story, Joseph.
100%.
She likes cannibal pigs. And why does every story Joseph tell there's always porky pigs?
And
Fatty porky pigs.
Because he didn't want a family.
You can see what?
Because he didn't want a family.
what? When you
Angeline Princess Longley.
What?
I just like saying that. Angeline Princess.